The Hebrew text in the Bible has hidden formats. By revealing these formats, I will prove the first writer's words were hidden from you. These formats look like poetry as I group them into small paragraphs. Their grouping will become known as a psalm, and together they become psalms. Let me show you our Creator's 12 commandments, listed in Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 through 17. Any father of a family or his wife who did not obey any one of these 12 commandments, our Creator demanded they bring him a sin offering. Thus, our Creator defined the word sin as not obeying any one of these 12 commandments. Next, I want to show you how I changed one word in Exodus 26, verse 26, the word bars to arches, and the words now reveal the style of the roof for our Creator's tent for meeting with Him. Let me show you the translator's words from the preface of the 1611 King James Bible. They gave 4 reasons for themselves or others to edit the Bible's words. The red arrow at the top points to their 3rd reason to edit the text. By the light and feeling we attained unto ourselves. The next red arrow down points to them giving the title, the Divine, to a clerk named Gregory. The next block of words, they point out they were happy that the first emperor of Rome established the year to the course of the sun. Behind this text means Nebuchadnezzar ordered his kingdom to follow our Creator's calendar when he stopped eating grass. Did you notice the letter S in sun is capitalized? This is to give respect to the Egyptian sun god Ra. Have you seen the Egyptian obelisk in the Vatican's front yard? The last arrow points to your reward for studying the Bible. Your reward is to have a fellowship with the saints and participation of a heavenly nature that will never fade away. There is no such thing as nature to a truthful Christian. Our Creator created everything. By their own words, they were not seeking to know our Creator or Jesus. Not everyone has the knowledge to correct every word. I have an old Bible program that has the New American Standard Bible 1977 concordance to help find a better word. Their concordance has the number of times they use that English word in a parenthesis for that Hebrew word. The translators removed his name, YHVH, to put in 2 titles, Lord and God. I replaced those titles using the letters Y and V as his name, for the Hebrew language does not have a J, O, or W. By using these 2 letters, I am closer to the truth than anyone using J, O, or W for his name. So why is there a single letter O in the Hebrew text 1,095 times? No proper English was used? The blue highlighted text is text that I am removing. The red highlighted words are little words that I'm adding. Gray italic words are words that I added. To respect and honor our Creator, all capital letters in purple are our Creator's words. This is Jesus' prophecy, for I am revealing the first writer's words to tell you the true truths about Jesus. As the text is revealed, you can taste the writer's style of wording. Their words will take your belief to trusting our Creator. You will be watching prophecy before your eyes as I edit true truths back into their psalms. Okay, this is going to be chapter 28. And I usually leave this over my head so you can see what I'm doing. I know that I have the skills to go a little bit farther than most people. So what I'm going to do is start editing 28 in front of you. And I tell you what, because if you're new here, you should know that at the end of the video, I allow you to take, or I give the time to screenshot what text I've done. And if you stop by the first time, this is prophecy from Jesus. Jesus prophesied what I'm doing will take place. Let me set up, I'm going to put up Ezra to show you the text that I have got right now and done. And right now I'm going through these the last time a little bit with all the extra knowledge I've been given, but I'm going to take all these pieces and put them together as one book. So stick around for the ride. Now it will come about in the same year. In the same year. Well, this here, he's the king for Judah, so let's go like that. In the 4th year, on the 5th month, I'll get rid of this on this guy's name. In fact, I'll get rid of that much on his name. Heyna. Okay. Now this is telling me like this. This will be the 4th year, so 4th in our 4th month. Nebuchadnezzar, well, I guess that's not time to say that, I guess. In our 4th month. In our 4th year, on the 5th month, so this seems like this is all not here. In the same year, nope, that wouldn't work. This doesn't work. And the rain for in the 4th year on the 5th month. Okay, so I guess I should take you for a ride here and show you the timeline for the kings. The Zedek here, that I just showing his name up, he's the last king for Judah. Jeremiah seems to have shown up in his years, Josiah's years, and he's going to be left on the land after Babylon leaves. So what I've got to have here is an understanding that in this 10 years, this is the 5th year, so it's halfway through. Okay, if it's true. In the reign of Zedekiah, they then do in the 4th year, in the 5th month. Wait, let's see. Hey, nay. It can't be true that he's a son of a prophet. So let's just get rid of that. But here, I don't care where he's from. Usually that's wrong anyway. They make that stuff up. So if I get rid of this and use their seer, not seers, seer, because I'm using the word prophet always to mean a male receiving information from our Creator, or the prophecy from our Creator. The seer means that these are diviners, and there's going to be one out there that's going to claim, hey, I'm getting these words from our Creator, which is, they're fooling them. They're saying from YV. but they're making it up out of their own head according to what text I've been revealing. I'm just trying to catch you up if you're here new. Okay, now there's seer. It can't be in his house, so it's got to be the word by. Whoops, I'm changing in to by. Spoke. And I like the word spake. Spake. Although I guess I gotta use this word. Spoke to me by his house, and that would be our Creator's house. But the only thing is it's the priests are evil now, so we can't have them living there or claiming it as our Creator still appearing to them. So I don't need those words. Spake to me by his house. Well, this might end up being a 4-verse format. And that's unusual because I can see that this I can make as added in here. Because a 4-verse is different than a 3-verse. You just have to look at the difference there on the side to see that is 2 of these short sentences hooked together with a comma and a period, and then the next one be a comma and a period. So our king for Judah. So in this being their bad, I'm going to make it all bold small cap and say there. And I'm going to do this time. I'm getting a little tired and I've got quite a few books to do. So I'm just going to start grabbing this text and making a shortcut keys here so I can just grab these words from time to time instead of editing them out all the way here. Because I use prophet to seer quite a bit and there's still so many chapters left to do, I might as well take that one as well. And let's see. Okay. If this is a true 4-verse, then this in the presence of if they're bad priests, I want to make sure that they aren't tied to our Creator when it's read here. In the presence of, I would have to say I have to put their priest to make sure that when people are trying to determine who's who, that they'll say, what do you mean by their priest? And then when they read the story, they know that these priests are not obeying our Creator. You still got to call them a priest. They're wearing the robes. They're walking in and out of his house. So, in the presence of their priests, and in the people, I Now, I think he might have been, he heralded this. Let me see. No, this is this guy. This is their guy. Who's, I just thought I just did this up here. Yeah, I just did this. This is what he said. Okay, he said this, and then in here, I guess this is the reply from this guy. It would have to be he said. He said. I usually change the word thus to this was said, or this was prophesied by YV. And he's going to, and this is a 4 verse, so let me do the easy editing here. 4, which would mean this, and then this. And if I copy it and stick it over here, I'll have it for later. But I'm not seeing my board over here, so let me make it smaller. Okay. Now, I've showed you this text over here off to the side long enough, so what I'm going to do is put this up. And if you like what you see, I guess tag along by subscribing and following. Hannah Seer spoke to me by his house in the presence of their priests and the people spoke to me by the house in the presence of the priests and the people, he said. If it was a 3 verse, I'd get rid of this and I'd get rid of that other one up here, this one here. I usually change this word to this was, but because it's being false wording here, or false prophesy. Said. I'll just say it that way, said. And I will say I don't need his name, and say by and this can't have capital letters, can't be bold. So, and so I usually denote their God this way in the text, by the God of Israel. And I think that's how they would probably say those words. I will break the yoke Now he's lying to me, so he's got to be opposite of what's I already know up above. So to say this, I have to say that I will break will break and this is just going to be how I'm going to say I'm changing things here. I will break the yoke. Oh, by the way, I guess I should tell you that our creator had him make this collar called a yoke for an animal that is used for plowing the field, okay? And it was made out of wood. So I thought this guy already broke it above. Not in this, not in the last chapter, but another chapter ahead. So they're restating this. So I will break the yoke by the king of Babylon within two by the king. I don't need the word with, I just need the word in, because I'm trying to use, if you notice, the format here is I'm using like one major word in each of these verses, okay? And that's how I get to the format and then use the least amount of words to connect them. So in 2 years, don't need the word going. In 2 years, I will. Now, this is a strong case that even the word I would be very important as saying as the subject or one of those two words. I will bring you back. So with me explain that, I still don't need it. That sounds okay. To this place. Now, I have not seen the text that says that these aren't vessels, they're utensils. All the utensils from YV's house. And if I cut this, took away from this place, and carried to Babylon, this has to be again, would be the king for Babylon. And how do I get 4 out of this? Because if I do that, and carried them to Babylon, that becomes a 4 verse. But here, all the utensils, the gold and silver, okay? Now, I guess utensils, I don't know. Utensils. It's probably be a little easier to house. I wonder if I can make those as macros. That would be nice. House for... That's not working right. There's too much missing here. So what I've got to say is that just bring you back to this place is going to be most important. Well, I need a fourth verse up there, so that would make the fourth verse. And then this I don't need to this place all the utensils. That, whoops, I still got caps on here. That the king of Babylon took away from this place, carried them. But this is took away and carried them. That's a double, so that can't be right neither. That's a double, and I don't like putting double text in. They didn't write that way. So, okay, I guess I can get rid of all of this then. And just say, oops, I over edited. It's the word also. I will also bring back is kind of like the word return, so return, because you got to be speaking for the to get on the king's good side, so he's got to be saying, I will also return to this place. And these guys, this king here never existed, okay? There's no story on this guy. So, and this king, we started out with Zadik, and he is the son of this guy. So if I put him here and say, but then for the fourth verse, it would be like this, and then like this, and then come in here and do this. But, that's what it is. It's this name here that I got to move from here and put here. And say Well, this has to be a son. From a son from this king, or king for Judah. Okay. Now that's still a 4-verse format, and it's working. So this is the first 4-verse text I've been working on in a long, I think like 6 chapters. So this is why it's surprising me here. This is this. And everyone, they wouldn't be called exiles anymore. They're returning. So I just say everyone. Oops. Everyone from Judah. And get rid of this. Who went to Babylon. Now, how do I use just 2 of these? Who went to Babylon. Breaking the yoke. Went to Babylon. I want to say this breaks the yoke. I will be breaking the yoke. I'm not sure for that. It needs to be put there because this here declares YV. And everyone from Judah who went to Babylon by breaking the yoke. Yeah. I just need to put here and here, and I think that's going to be good enough to get the point across. Might not be the smoothest reading text. For the king. Oh, that's right. I had that already set up. Okay. Now, if Jeremiah is writing it, then I have to say, then I, Jeremiah. But if he was having somebody else write about him, I'm going to put it in here just for myself as to read it that way until I get all the text together to see, because I know he can write. Like a scribe prophet type of fitting. Then I, Jeremiah, spake the good guys are going to be speaking or spake to this guy. And I would say to the spake to Hannah and to the people standing by the house. Or, whoops. Wrong key. A shift key doesn't work. So, okay, now I got this. I got this. And he would use his name correctly. And then I don't need these two. I'm going to just try it without that one. Not may YV do so. This would be like an answer is acknowledged, and it's kind of like the word yes. Yes. May YV confirm your words. And if I put the word let here as an important word, and not this word, and then I'm saying I'm adding it. Let YV confirm your words. You have prophesied to bring them back. And all the exiles and all the captives. They aren't really exiles. And all the captives from Babylon, this place would be here. But it's funny that he's kind of agreeing. That's what's going on this one. This is the change. He's agreeing that they're going to be sent away. That's what's okay. I don't think this text is going to make it, because this isn't favoring the king in the long run of everything. When I start putting together, I can't have two stories completely conflicting. I know it's a little odd that he was agreeing with them, and that isn't in the favor of the king exactly. Confirm your words. I guess I need this word, which you have prophesied to bring them back. Which you prophesied to bring them back. No, that's not working either. Which you have prophesied to bring, to return the vessels. Yeah, okay, that's how it's going to go. Not back, but return. Return. I guess I could have did like I did the last time, put them together, then highlighted this word. But where is this utensils here? Which you have prophesied to return the utensils and all the captives from Babylon to here. Yet hear now this word which I am about to speak in your hearing and in the hearing of all the people. The prophets who were before me and before the ancient times prophesied against many lands, against great kings. The prophet who prophesies of peace, when the words of a prophet come to pass, then that prophet will be known as one whom YHVH has truly sent. Now that does make sense. Then that prophet is known as one whom YHVH has truly sent. Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, and I think he's finishing up his saying here, so a lot of this doesn't need to take place. Prophet who would before me, cover propaganda. I don't think I need any of this. The prophet who prophesies of not just peace, of anything. I know when it prophesies as Jesus, it's hard to say that. I can say that he's thinking, but I'm putting it as him within the subject of coming. So don't think didn't realize what I was doing with the word anything. The prophet who prophesies of anything, and when his, this has to be his words. And when his words come to pass, I don't need this. One major word, one major word, one major word. The prophet who prophesies anything, and when his words come to pass, then that prophet is known as one whom YV has truly sent. So I need this, so I'll make it mine. I don't think I need this now, because I can just say that, but maybe I shouldn't just dismiss it here. Here now, these words of mine. This, well, let me just clear this. And don't need this. Here, this is starting to bother me. Here now, these words. I am that I will. Hear my words I am about to say. I'm just going through my head how many times I can change different words. Hear now these words I will say in your hearing. I don't think I need the word will. Just I say in your hear now these words I say for your hearing. For your hearing. And a hearing and a hearing for everyone. the prophets before me prophesied against. And since we know the true prophets are from our Creator, the prophets before me prophesied against if I'm using the word many, kingdoms. How do I say this? The prophets before me oops, I grabbed the wrong one here. The prophets before me from long. They wouldn't, the prophets, but he's not the only prophet. There's other prophets, so this is not making sense. I'm really particular about trying to get the words truthful as possible, because once I hit on the truth, it kind of like rings a bell in my head that says that is the truth, and I got it right. Right now, I'm not getting that feeling out of this text here. So I got to quit using and working on these words, because that would try to say the prophets before me, and then we don't have to worry about what time. Prophesied against. Many great kingdoms and this has to be disaster here. Disasters. Nope. Disasters. Disasters. Okay. Many great kingdoms and woes. I guess I can get away with the word woes until I can figure out how to spell it. I'll catch that later. So the prophets before me prophesied against many great kingdoms and their woes. against I'm trying to think of the nation Israel, that if you're talking about kingdoms, it has to be actually the tribes from Israel that left. The prophets before me that prophesied were he's taken, because the prophecies telling us the end of Judah. So I have to make sure this is in relationship to the prophets that prophesied of the destruction of Israel. So the prophets before me prophesied against against I'm trying to think of prophesied many times. So prophesies against. It has to be like our tribes' lands. Because I can't let that. Okay, the prophets before me prophesied against our tribes' lands and against our kings, our tribes, and against. And this would be this. You'd have to know what I'm talking about by Israel being gone. Prophesied against Israel's land. Let me get rid of the word tribes and put in Israel's lands. Who prophesied before me, prophesied of Israel. That's all I can think of. This is just like it's not working here for me. Of Israel. Prophesied of Israel by a great kingdom. And that would be Syria. By a great kingdom. Okay, I think I've got that right now. Oh, I only got 3 verses here. Wait a second. The prophets before me prophesied of Israel and a and a great kingdom will war and take captives. That's all I can think of to be here. And against great kingdoms of war and captivity. Captivity. Because that's what he's doing. So trying to make this that way. The prophets before me prophesied of Israel and a great kingdom, of a great kingdom, and war and captivity. So I need the word and here. Get rid of this. Of. Now let me read that. The prophets before me prophesied of Israel, of a great kingdom and war and captivity. Okay, that now makes sense. But I can also say that that is now how I can finally figure out where the two verses are coming from. If I work this backwards, then it's these two hooking together. Whoops. I didn't get to do this one. Okay, I guess I forgot this part here. 1, 2, 3. So I guess then I, Jeremy, spake to him, Hannah, 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 through the standing by the house for YV. I put and said, I pick up a word and said, and I'm going to put okay. Okay, you said so. That's that is going to be the only word that I know that's going to be okay in all the text. But I got to say it somehow, because amen is, we've known, is not like, it's kind of like people say amen at the end of the prayer, like they're done, like this is the end. This is the ending of the best prayer I can say. And our Creator said, never repeat a prayer to me, a repetitive prayer. And actually prayer is to speak to our Creator. So this here, and said, okay. Or I could put yep and say, But it's just funny that the word okay fits here. Okay. May YV do so. By by YV confirming your words. And then it's what you have prophesied would be right. By returning the utensils to, whoops, I forgot to hit the button here. To YHVH'S. Let's see, how do I agree? YHVH'S house. So, and said, okay. I still get a kick out of that. And then this, because these are working together. So let me put this so I can see what the heck's going on. And said, okay. I still get a kick. Let maybe do so. And then by here confirming, because he's going to talk about by confirming that's what's coming up. Confirming your words. This and this. Boy, that was a lot of stumbling through to get to that answer. And said, okay, let YV do so by confirming your words which you have prophesied and prophesied to return the vessels to Ivy's house and all the captives from Babylon to hear. But hear now, I'm going to put the word but hear now these words I say for your hearing and a hearing for everyone. And then it goes through that. Okay, so I got those two working together. Finally. Okay. Then this is going to be 1. This is going to be 2. So there's got to be a space here. And then this one here, and this one here make 1 up. And then, yeah, those two are going to hook together. But this isn't. And that I'm, because this is going to be a space. And I guess I really need to look at the text separately to say maybe this is very beginning, because I know I have some that have missing other paragraphs. But that's looking good now that they're like that. So, but I only got through 9 verses. Must took a couple hours because I'm going to have, it's not that bad. It's only 17 verses. Usually it scares me when I have 30 verses because that only took 45 minutes. So that was rough, but I thought I would take longer than that. Then hey nay. Then hey nay. We know already as a seer, so, but I think I need then hey nay, removed. Took, removed. The yoke. The neck of Jeremiah. and broke it in I'm going to say half. Okay, then Hane removed the yoke from the neck of Jeremiah and broke it in half. Now, see, this is saying that another person is writing the text of the story. Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay. What happened was it hasn't been brought up yet, but I know what's coming. I know these books really, really well. Jeremiah is going to be locked in a house, and he needs to have things wrote from our Creator and then have said by the house for our Creator. So he is going to, the house isn't like a prison. He's get to talk to people walking by. So he's going to say, hey, go get, what's his name? Baruch? Baruch? Baruch. Anyway, and he's going to become his scribe. So this is his writing. This is the guy that he's going to call as a scribe to write what he said. That's cool. That's so. When I look at this text later, I gotta, see which ones were wrote by him. Now, see, this is again being repeated. He doesn't need to repeat it. He's done with the action. So this is just repeating. I don't like doubling any of the text up. But this, it's got to be then words. Then, but okay, I see what's going on. I got rid of too much here. Let's see this. There's the then part right there. Then, as Jeremiah, then as Jeremiah went on his way. Yeah, that's better. And it stays with the 4-verse format. Words from I came to Jeremiah. Okay, what was so tough about that now? Just my little mind getting stubborn with me. I'm going to put the word who here. Hananiah who broke the yoke off and who broke. And I'm reading that. Yeah, okay, this is right. They were made out of wood, and he's going to make them into iron. So this is going to be who broke wooden, broke a wooden yoke. Hananiah has broke. Broke a wooden yoke. Go and speak to him. I got to get rid of that. And I'm thinking I don't need these. Because these are the words coming to him. So it's Hannah has broken a wooden yoke. Go speak to him and say, well, this is a greatest word, so I got to get that going here before I do this. And say, this um, in case I need it for this part. You have broken I don't need this. You have broken the yoke that doesn't mean if I do this, because he's got to be knowing who it's coming from. So if I copy that, do this, and then put it as yellow. Well, and then say I moved it from here to here. YV tells you, YV says to you, says to you, you have broken wooden You have broken wood. You have broken. Oh, I'm going to change it, so I guess that's okay. I just got to say that yellow. And then do this. Oops, that isn't what I want to do. I want to do that. And then you, okay, and I don't need this. You have broken a wooden. And I really guess I don't need that verse at all. YHVH says you have broken wood. And then this gets to be there normally. And I don't need this. And all this goes out. YHVH says you have broken wood. It's not like but, it has now you have made for them. Now you have made. Now I will um, now I will make. So it means they're going to have it a little tougher than they had it before. For them. I guess I got to put a here. A yoke of iron. But this has got to be here. Now he's going to tell him what, why. He's got to tell him he's going to kill him now. Now you're going to die. Don't need this. Let's just, I just need the end of this. Listen, you idiot. YV did not send you. But that, he's already saying this here. So I don't need this again. Here, yeah, you are going to die because your counsel was rebellion. Because your counsel. I could just say is against. I guess I can just. Against YV. this year you are going to die because your counsel is against YV, because you have counseled, because you have rebelled, or you have challenged, I guess. I think the word challenge would be better, because you have rebelled. You have, well, it's got to be rebelled. So, because you have rebelled, boy, against YV. I should have started up here at the top. This year you're going to die because you have rebelled against YV. Now this, okay. Nope, I gotta find something in this crap here that is going to tie with that, because this is going to be for, come on, get on this. My hands are almost hurting. Their seer died. That is the same thing as getting rid of this. And in the 7th month. And here is what I'm going to say is there's text missing here. Doesn't make sense to say it's missing from below here. So it's got to be missing here. It's something like he got a deadly disease or something, is to what I'm thinking is what would be here. And Hannah the seer died that year in the 7th month. So I'm thinking that's how that's going. Now, to find a verse that goes with this one, though, because that one goes with that one. This one goes with this one. Then if I do that, then that one goes with this one. And then there's two there. Okay, so I got to check that to make sure that that's how it's going to go. Because if not, I got to come back and find that other verse. So, let me see, copy, let me get rid of that so I don't damage that. Come here. But this seems like it's a complete story, if you noticed. I mean, I didn't have pieces this time. And that, that is good. Because that was a whole chapter of a complete story. In 4 verse, by the way. Oh no, that's what I said. This, no, I guess I got that splitting wrong. It is, this goes here. and this is only one here. One, then two spaces, then one, then two spaces. Then one space, then two, now let me work it from down to the top, because I know that, wow, I didn't think, okay, because 1, 2, because I'm pretty sure I had these right. That would be 1 here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. It's hard to hit that sitting 30 inches away from the screen. So that'd be 2. Then this is 1, 2. This is 2. Then this has to be 2. And now, yeah, it's not working. Because this now becomes like this. This has to hook to this. But now here, well, wait a second, there's something going on here. Because all this is matching together, so I don't know where did I leave this? Where is this going? If that's 2. These are well connected. This is making a very large paragraph. Okay. And then, yes, these are true. So I'm missing something. Those go together. Because he's agreeing with it. And this is like tying, this is like the end of one and starting to this. So it's not like this is actually the two paragraphs that connect together. That's an odd connecting. I can't remember, but that would be a style, the certain style from the writer, okay? That's just a different type of style that I'm seeing here connecting together. But if I find others like that in this, then I know it's all the same writer. Because I've got this as a space. And this is being said by him. And then it is this. So maybe this starts it off and then he goes and tells them, and that's the stuff that's missing here. So anyways, I think I've got it figured out. So that should be, you can, oops, just give you a little bit more room here to take the screenshot. Maybe do that. Okay, I'll do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then move that up out of the way. That looks good on the screen. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the one that you got to connect to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then connect that to that one. And that will be it for the day, or today. Yeah, this is the 6 o'clock one that I started a little early. I'm getting through them faster, so I'm going to have to pick up the pace and start doing maybe 4 of these a day if I can do it that way. Anyways, I will see you on the next video. If you enjoyed this one, there's plenty more coming. And just wait, because I'm going to stick them all together, and we're going to have one complete story written by the first writers that actually wrote the text. And by proving this is here, it means that they started with somebody else's text. For those of you who are meditating to have sex with a so-called female goddess, that's what happens right there. It's proved beyond a shadow of a doubt, over and over again.